Welcome back to the channel. I'm Alex Artiega. I'm a realtor here in Vero Beach, Florida. If you've clicked this video, then you probably have some questions as far as what makes Vero Beach different compared to other parts of Florida. Should I move there? What are home prices like? I'm going to be answering all of those questions in this video, but let's get right to it. Welcome to Vero Beach, Florida, where the sun shines brighter, the waves are calmer, the lifestyle is more laid back than other parts of Florida. So I'm going to take you downtown to Vero Beach, and I'll start there and show you why Vero Beach is different. So Vero Beach, especially downtown, is a unique blend of that old Florida charm that Vero Beach was known for, but it's definitely getting a little bit more modern. So let's go downtown and see what it has to offer. I'm here on 14th Street, also known as Downtown Vero, where it's also known as Historical Downtown, but I'll show you some spots to stop at as well as some places to visit and some places for sale if you're trying to get into business. But let's take a tour and I'll show you what it has to offer. One drive down 14th Street and you notice that old Florida charm that Vero Beach is known for. Historic downtown is exactly that, historic. Vero Beach is fighting hard and still keeping that old Florida charm that everyone loves. So the locals really want that old Florida feel, but they're renovating and reconstructing those businesses and supporting local businesses to keep coming down to downtown Vero and just opening up shops. So whether it's a restaurant, bars, boutiques, they're encouraging all of it with that historic feel. So you'll see places popping up left and right that I would definitely stop in, and I'm actually going to recommend you a couple. The first one would be the Kilted Mermaid. Definitely stop there. They have over 25 local and global wines, as well as 80 craft brews, both local and imported. So stop there, grab a drink, grab some food. I would definitely recommend maybe grabbing the octopus. It's delicious. Another place I would recommend stopping is Blue Agave. While I am not the biggest fan of their food, just being 100% honest, their margaritas are killer. So whether you like a little bit of spice, you could go for the Blue Agave or the Mango Habanero. Just stop there on your walk and grab one of their margaritas, try it out. It's definitely a stop I would recommend. Another stop I would recommend is Post and Vine. While it doesn't have that historic downtown feel that a lot of the locals love, they definitely do love going there. The food is good, the ambiance is good. As you've noticed, downtown Vero is nowhere close to the major cities in Florida. So whether you're moving to Tampa, West Palm, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, where you're actually moving there maybe for the fast-paced lifestyle or that get up and go, ready to be in the action 24/7. That's not the case in Vero, and I think that's actually why a lot of people and locals enjoy it. It's not far away from a lot of those places. So Miami, you have a 3-hour drive. Orlando, you have a 2-hour drive. So that's nothing insane. If you come from waiting in traffic for 2 hours, you could just get on 95, get up and go, but you still have stuff to do in your actual town. So I think that's why a lot of people enjoy it. That's one of the perks that I kind of saw when moving here. Another reason I think locals and tourists both enjoy historic downtown is the fact that you can walk up and down the street. It's clean. They have farmers markets. They have local artists, fresh produce. They have the Last Friday, which they shut down 14th Street, and you can walk up and down, look at the local vendors, food trucks. They'll have some live music on a stage, so you could even bring your lawn chair, pop it open, and just sit in front of the stage and enjoy music. So it's that slower, relaxed lifestyle that I feel some people are missing, especially if you've lived in the city for a while. I think another reason people like downtown Vero, especially local business owners, is the opportunities down there. So whether you are starting a business or you have aspirations to start a business, you could still go down there and there's buildings intact that are ready to go, and you don't have to put too much work or headache in. You could just kind of get in and set up shop. But there's actually a couple places that are for sale. So you have the Theater Plaza, which is 1,500 square feet, listed at 1.9 million. And they actually have an upper level that can be used for apartments. So across the street, and that's 1,400 square feet, listed for 3.5 million. And they have businesses operating in there. So there's plenty of opportunities for you to come here and start a business while still keeping that old historic Florida charm. So drop a comment on what business you would start in Vero Beach and historic downtown. But this next one's going to be a little bit more controversial, just being the beaches. And this could be my personal opinion, but when you go to those other major cities along the coast, you notice that the beaches are more packed with people. They're a little bit dirtier. The water isn't as clear. And here you have beautiful beaches, unspoiled coastal line, crystal clear waters. You won't be fighting an outrageous crowd. Plenty of family-friendly places. One of those places being Humminson Park. I've touched on Humminson Park in a couple of my older videos, but it was rated the top 10 best beaches for families in the whole US. So not just Florida as a whole. It was rated for the US, and that's why you move to Florida, is to get to the beaches and to get to the sunshine. So why not move somewhere where it's on a top 10 list, right? Another thing that makes Vero Beach a little bit different is the food scene. So while it did make the cons list as far as the variety of food goes, there's new places popping up, but there is delicious fresh seafood. So it's caught in clean water, in fresh water, and there's just delicious seafood. So there's a couple of places I would recommend. I've made a video about Ocean Drive, and I've listed multiple restaurants that have great fresh seafood. There are a couple on mainland Vero Beach, but I don't want to give too many of those away, especially this sushi place. But feel free to reach out if you want a really good sushi spot while you're here, and I will tell you about it. It's definitely smaller and gets packed quick, fresh seafood, and it's delicious. Last but definitely not least is the home prices. So compared to other parts of Florida, Vero Beach has more affordable home prices, and I think that's definitely something that's sought after, is just having an affordable home, especially when you're so close to the beach. So I can make a whole separate video on this, which I will. I'll go dive in a little bit deeper, but I'll give you some statistics and then you could kind of see for yourself. So on these 5 I picked out, the median home price was anywhere from $300,000 to $400,000. So just to give you kind of an estimate of what you could get in Vero that's active on the market right now, you have condos on the island for as low as $349, and of course those are going to be some extra HOA fees that you'll have to consider, but you're getting a condo beachside with a 2-minute walk. That's probably the most sought after part, again, especially if you're using this for a second home. Another one would be you could get a home on the mainland, maybe 4 minutes away from the beach, so all you have to do is cross the bridge, and 2 minutes away from downtown. You can also be in a gated community, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 7 minutes away from the beach, 4 minutes away from downtown, and it's not going to break the bank. So for example, you have Naples that is 16.6% more expensive as a whole and 49.3% more expensive in home. So that's 3 hours and you're on the Gulf. So that's, I mean, definitely a beautiful place to live, but you're coming here to vacation. Maybe you want something a little bit more affordable right on the beach. If it's West Palm, it's 11.3% more expensive, and that's only an hour south of us. In Tampa, it's 8.9% more expensive and 14.8% more expensive in homes, and you're in that fast-paced lifestyle once again. And then you have Sarasota, which is 19.8% more expensive. So those are just some things to consider, especially if you're using this for a second home or a second location and you want to be super close to the beach and still have an affordable budget. So those are some things to consider when moving to Florida. I'll make a whole separate video on home prices because we could really dive deep and I could show you what's active on the market. I just did something real quick so that you could kind of get a general picture of why Vero Beach is sought after and why people are moving to Vero. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Again, I'm Alex Artiega. I'm a realtor here in Vero Beach, Florida. And if you like this video, leave a comment, but I will see you guys in the next video.